In a world where countless animals wait in shelters for a second chance, not every story has an immediate happy ending. Some dogs spend months, or even years, waiting for that one special family to see them for who they truly are, loving, loyal companions eager for a home. This is the story of Daisy, a dog who faced rejection after rejection, only to find her forever home in the most unexpected way. Daisy wasn't born in luxury, nor was she the product of a responsible breeder. Like many rescue dogs, her early life was one of struggle and uncertainty. Found abandoned on the side of a busy highway as a puppy, Daisy was scared, malnourished, and covered in dirt. A good Samaritan noticed her shivering near a ditch and immediately took her to a nearby animal shelter. The shelter staff named her Daisy, hoping that the name would symbolize the new beginning she deserved. Despite the rough start, Daisy was a survivor. She responded well to the care, food, and love the shelter provided, slowly regaining her strength and trust in humans. Yet, as time went on, Daisy began to face a harsh reality: she wasn't the kind of dog people rushed to adopt. Daisy wasn't a small, fluffy puppy with big, round eyes, the kind that often catches the attention of visitors looking to adopt. She was a medium-sized dog, with a short brown coat and a few scars from her early life. Despite her friendly demeanor, many potential adopters would walk past her kennel, their eyes landing on younger, more appealing dogs. Each time a family passed by her cage, Daisy's tail would wag with hope, only to fall flat as they continued on. For months, Daisy watched as other dogs found homes, and she remained behind. The shelter staff did everything they could, featuring her on their social media pages and describing her as a sweet, loving dog who just needed a chance. But no one came. One particular day stands out in the shelter workers' memories. A family visited the shelter, seemingly interested in Daisy. They spent time with her, took her for a walk, and asked all the right questions. For a moment, it seemed like everything would change. Daisy wagged her tail more than she had in weeks. But then, they hesitated. "She's not exactly what we were looking for," they said, before leaving without her. Daisy's heart broke a little more that day. But the shelter staff refused to give up hope. Despite the mounting rejections, Daisy never gave up. With each new family that entered the shelter, she greeted them with the same wagging tail and hopeful eyes. The shelter workers loved her, and some of the volunteers would spend extra time with her, taking her for long walks and giving her treats. They knew Daisy had the potential to be a great family dog, and they refused to believe that she was unadoptable. Months turned into a year, and by this time, Daisy had become one of the shelter's longest residents. While the shelter was a safe place, it wasn't a home. Daisy deserved to sleep in a warm bed, have a yard to run in, and a family to call her own. But with each passing day, her chances seemed slimmer. Then, one cold winter morning, something remarkable happened. It was a quiet day at the shelter, with fewer visitors than usual. As the staff went about their usual routine, cleaning kennels and preparing food, a couple walked through the door. They weren't looking for a dog that day, in fact, they had come to donate supplies. But as they walked past Daisy's kennel, something about her caught their eye. Her calm, soulful eyes and gentle tail wag pulled them in. Without hesitation, they asked if they could take her out for a walk. As they walked with Daisy, they saw something in her that others had missed: her quiet strength, her resilience, and her eagerness to bond with someone who cared. The couple returned to the shelter the next day, this time with a different purpose: they wanted to adopt Daisy. The adoption process went smoothly, and soon, Daisy was leaving the shelter for the first time in over a year, but this time, it wasn't for a walk. She was going home. Daisy's transition into her new family was heartwarming. At first, she was cautious, unsure of her new surroundings, but her new family gave her the space and time to adjust. They provided her with her own bed, toys, and plenty of affection. Each day, Daisy blossomed a little more. She went from being a dog who had been rejected and overlooked to one who was cherished. She loved her daily walks in the park, chasing after balls, and even started to enjoy car rides, something she had never experienced before. Her family marveled at her transformation. "She's the best decision we ever made," they would often say. "We didn't plan to adopt that day, but she's changed our lives." Daisy's story didn't just end with her adoption. It was a testament to the power of love, patience, and giving an animal a second chance. Her new family noticed how much Daisy loved being around people and decided to enroll her in a therapy dog program. With her calm demeanor and gentle nature, Daisy soon became a certified therapy dog, visiting hospitals, nursing homes, and schools to bring comfort to those in need. She had gone from being a dog no one wanted to a dog everyone loved. Daisy's story is one of hope and resilience, a reminder that every dog, no matter how many times they've been overlooked, deserves a chance at a loving home. It's easy to walk past a kennel and not see the potential in a dog who may not fit the mold of what we think is ideal, but sometimes, the best companions are the ones we least expect. For Daisy, all it took was one family who looked past the scars, past the rejection, and saw her for what she truly was, a loving soul who had been waiting far too long for her chance. If Daisy's story teaches us anything, it's that no dog is truly unadoptable. Every dog in a shelter has a story, and every story deserves a happy ending. By choosing to adopt, you're not just giving an animal a home, you're giving them a future, a life filled with love and happiness, just like Daisy's. So the next time you visit a shelter, take a moment to look beyond the surface. You might just find your new best friend waiting patiently, wagging their tail, ready for their forever home.